Hi everyone, I'm DK, and today we're going to run through in detail how to maximize performance using the S355MCS to both extend blade life and ensure safety during operation. This saw is the first of its kind on the market, a 355mm chop saw with a mitre base. It comes equipped with patented innovative dual sliding front clamps, which can be mounted onto a height adjustable bar, giving forward, backwards, upwards, downwards and left and right movements to effectively secure any shape or size of metal. This flexibility will ensure you get the best performance when buying a new carbide tip blade. We're going to look at how best to clamp and cut different metals with the S355MCS, from square tube, angle iron, round pipe to flat bar, in order to achieve the best bang for your buck in blade life. In addition, I'll also run through the different blade types, from the supplied mild steel cutting blade to stainless, thin steel and aluminium cutting saw blades, and how to really maximize the performance of your blades and save money on the job. So, with that being said, let's get into it. When working with mild steel square tube, it's recommended to position the material in what's known as the diamond position. Press the length so that the side tip is pressed against the back fence and line up to the point where you need to cut. For standard 50 by 50 box section, the head should be in the closest position to the fence so that the teeth are hitting the top apex of the diamond. The front rail needs to be raised to the first edge and then locked on. Now your front clamps with the V-block adapter attached will be at the correct height to grip the front diamond apex securely. For added security, you can use the top clamp with the V-block adapter to either the left or the right of the head, depending on which side is the longer offcut. As this saw is not to be used as a sliding mitre saw, it is not recommended that you place your square tube flat against the base. Cutting through the entire flat surface will considerably reduce your blade life. When using the S355CPS for square angle cuts, you would have to sacrifice this rule and cut flat due to the vise moving the position of the metal. However, a great advantage of this Mitre Chop Saw is that the rotary base keeps the stock in position, so whichever angle you cut, the diamond position will still be the recommended cutting for optimum performance. With larger box sections, such as 100 by 100mm and sizes closer to the machine's maximum capacity, the effect of the diamond position gets awkward. The saw, on its closest setting, will not hit the apex of the diamond, and the top clamp might not reach, so these will have to be cut flat. Lift the front rail to the second setting, remove the V-adapter and clamp so that they hit the center of the stock and secure in place. The top clamp can be placed on either side without the adapter and locked into place. In this position, on square tubes such as this 100 by 100mm section, the saw will come down in more or less a diagonal position through the material and make a clean cut without hitting too much flat wall section at one time. A common rectangular tube sizing is 40mm by 80mm. For this size, lay the stock so that the 40mm side is flat on the base. The first notch setting will still be fine for the front clamps, but remove the V adapters, and for the top clamp also remove the V block, and again position on whichever side suits best. The head will need moving back on the glide rail to avoid coming down flat onto the surface of the metal. Moving it to the back setting will ensure it hits the back corner and comes through in a diagonal movement, similar to how the square tube is cut in the diamond position. This method will ensure a cleaner and smoother cut. For metal plates up to 100mm, the recommended placing is vertically against the back fence. Move your front rails up to a suitable height to secure the center points of the material. A common size is a 75mm plate. So for this, it's recommended to be vertical, with the rail on the second notch to grip the middle of the plate. No V-block on these. The top clamp should have the V-adapter attached to grip the top section of the plate and give added security. The head in standard chop saw position, on the closest setting, will come through like butter. If you were cutting mitres on plate, you may need to adjust the head position to ensure that you are hitting stock vertically and avoid causing unnecessary stress on the blade. Larger sections of plate will need to be cut flat, but as always, the rule is to adjust the head setting to ensure it's not hitting the flat section all at once. It's a highly versatile saw, and these quick tool-free adjustments really do make cutting quick and easy. The old favourite next, angle iron. A common size is 50 by 50mm walled angle. The best position for this stock is in the pyramid position. This will ensure that it's at the apex of the material, rather than cutting through a long section of the metal, as it would be in the L position. The head should be in the nearest setting to come straight down like a chop saw. The top clamp is essential here. Put the V adapter on the left or the right, depending on the size of the offcut. Hug that tip and tighten. The front rail should be on the lowest setting and the V adapter is removed. These are just for extra support on the angle. It will come down easily and give a nice clean cut. The advantage of cutting 45s or other angles with this saw is that you can continue to cut in the pyramid position. Just be sure to slide your front clamps along the rail out of the cutting line. In a standard chop saw, you have to cut 45s in an L position and perhaps use a wood support block to avoid grabbing. So it's great not to have to worry about that with the S355MCS. Round pipe next. Get your V-adapters on all 3 clamps. With 75mm stock like this, the rail will need to be on the second notch to hug the center curve of the pipe. If you have small pipe, you'll need to drop the rail so that the clamps line up to the material better. For 45s, use your own judgment, but the middle setting may be a better option to come through at an angle which hits less resistance. Nevertheless, this cut is cool to the touch with a great finish. We're on to the material-specific blades now, and first up is the aluminium blade. Now a tip for this is that when you're cutting, use a light lubricant. This will ensure successful cutting and reduce clogging, which could happen due to the softness of the metal. A common application using the aluminium blade is to cut channels for door frames. These can be as small as 25mm. But for this demo, we have a 75 by 50mm channel. Any larger and you may have to cut flat in the U position and move the head to the further back setting to come through at an angle. But for 75 by 50mm, position diagonally. Position diagonally. And use the V-adapter on the top clamp to secure the top corner of the channel. The front clamps can then be connected, with the bottom corner on either side of the blade to secure. The first notch should be an ideal height for this capacity. The head should be in the middle position and the material will be cut cleanly. For the thin steel, you are likely to be using smaller variants of the previously covered stock, such as 25mm pipe or 20mm box section. The principle for positioning will be the same, but you will need to be mindful to adjust your clamps to best fit the stock. The cutting head for these smaller sizes will commonly be in the closest position. The great thing about this blade is that it has been optimized to leave a finer finish on thinner materials. It's the stainless capable blade. This blade has been rated to cut 302, 303 and 304 grade stainless steel. If unsure, it is recommended to check the material grade with your supplier before cutting to make sure you have the correct blade for the job. A handy tip on cutting stainless. When your blade is finally wearing out and you have to change your blade mid-cut, don't attempt to finish the cut with your fresh blade. Move over 25mm and start a new cut. Stainless work hardens, so you want to avoid reducing the life of your new blade. So there you have it. That's how to best approach the positioning on various common types of metal stock using the S355MCS Mitre Chop Saw. Use the supplied top clamp and dual front clamps on the height adjustable bar to effectively cut cleanly, true and safe, whilst maximising blade life and performance. I've also given you some tips on other types of metals using the material-specific blades, from stainless stock to aluminium. I hope this video has proved useful to get that little bit extra life out of your blades when using this Mitre Chop Saw. If you're interested in learning more about all of the fantastic features of this saw, please do check out the presentation video of the S355MCS on the Evolution website. If you've any other questions on this video or any other product, please contact Evolution via the details found on the website, and a member of the world-class customer support team will be happy to help. That's all from me today. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll see you again on the next one.